Hello, hello, I'm Cammy and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World questline videos and guides. So, we have now got the flame bow because we've done 6 weak points. I've done 4 more after the previous video, and the final stage of this is to complete the Hunt Titan mission twice, which we've already done 8 times now? No, sorry, 4 times. So we've got 2 more to go. And yeah, the going commando works perfectly, but the bows are actually very good at hitting the weak spots. So what I'm going to do is load into this mission. This one is a lot lower, I appreciate that. And I know I said in the other video I didn't want to go into super easy areas, you know, and just make it super easy. But it gives me pure drops of rain, and that's good to have. So I'm doing it, basically. But yeah, if you haven't seen the previous videos, it'd be good to get in those. But what we're doing in this mission is, well, yeah, the mission name covers it. We're hunting the Titan. So you activate sort of a research outpost that they have on the map, which someone's already done here. And then what you do is track down tracks for the Titan. So the little paw prints on the map show you where you need to be, general area-wise, and then you have to find in that area, similar to when you find a med kit for a survivor, you have to find the sort of tracks for the Mist Titan. The Titan. Maybe not a Mist Titan, that's probably something else, but yeah, the Titan. I mean, it's probably a Mist Titan, if you think about it, because... Well, we're going. But yeah, I'm going to throw down that, and when he lands, we're going to get some bow action going. So I've upgraded this to... Where is... Oh, wow, We've joined after they've done the first 2 stages. This is very quick. Maybe we'll do the last one as well then. Wow, that's it then. That's the mission. Well done. Well, yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. You know, it's been a really long and interesting video. No, we'll get to the main menu again and we'll jump in another one to do the second one. I was planning on just doing one. But yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, we joined a mission that's just already finished. We could probably go into a higher one now then, because we don't have any reason to be in Stonewood anymore. Because I've got the, I guess, mission alert rewards that were given for it. So what I'll do is I'll hop in one in Plankton and just skip to when we start the search again, so we can do the whole thing fully again. So I'll see you in a few seconds for you guys. Alright, so here we are in a brand new mission. This is a power level 28 at the top of Plankton, because that's as high as I can go, because we are just in Plankton at the moment with our main quest line. You might not see up to that point yet in, you know, our sort of playlist and our series, because, well, stuff's just a bit all over the place at the moment, because, like, Ventures is, you know, and Dungeons are, like, timed events, so I've been focusing on those. But, yeah, you can see from that, sort of, that the 6th perk for this, which is why I leveled it up to, okay, that guy just hasn't accepted the mission starting. It's why I leveled it up to tier 3 and power level 77, which is way higher than we need. But I did it because you'll probably notice here, if I hit one of these guys, it sets the enemies around them on fire and they take affliction damage, which is just so cool. So cool. Yeah, really fun perk to work with on the flame bow. Now, obviously, it's restricted, especially when you get sort of higher up in the game. It's going to be restricted because, you know, if we're on a water mission, for example, this bow is going to be useless because fire just does like no damage to water enemies. It does all right to fire enemies, you know, the same element on same element, but still wouldn't really want to use it. So it does kind of limit things. I mean, the good thing about it though is that we can use this on nature enemies well, and fire enemies okay. And then if we have like the vacuum tube bow, for example, which is nature, that will cover, you know, when we have water enemies, we can use that on water and nature as well. So we've got sort of those covered. If we get this bow leveled up, we can just, well, if we want, we can just cover, you know, we can have our loadout be those 3 bows. It makes more sense, I guess, if we go into a mission and find out that the enemies are going to be, I don't know, water, for example. We just put this flame bow away and pull out our vacuum tube bow, and then put, you know, maybe a shotgun with it for closer range, and, you know, SMG or rifle for mid-range, something like that, or a mist monster killer type weapon, you know, launcher, you know, whatever it might be. Oh wow, this guy is toast. You can see the perk acting. It's really good for crowds. I mean, it's not as good as the vacuum tube bow is, although granted I haven't like leveled it up or anything. So we could just check the perks real quick. I appreciate that's not what the video's for, but why not? Take a look. So yeah, it spreads fire affliction, so I don't know if that's based off the damage of the weapon or like what, because it doesn't seem to be the same type of affliction that you get when your 6th perk is applies affliction. You know, that to me, from my experience, has been quite high damage, whereas this one doesn't seem to be as high. I mean, probably because it's spreading a lot of damage around it. You know, for balance wise, it needs to not be as high. Let's just get to a safe space over here real quick while he lands down. See how well it does on the weak point. I mean, it's... Have we even hit it yet? I can't tell. Ooh. I probably should have gone solo so I could see how much damage I specifically am doing. I think I hit it then. Yeah, I don't think it's doing a whole lot of damage. You know, it's not a bow that's designed to do damage to structures. You know, we had this conversation last video. If you haven't seen that, by the way, check it out in the you know, playlists and stuff. But yeah, it's not the right build for it. You know, the Xenon bow, for example, Xenon, I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, does more damage to structures. So I think the other player there was using it and they were doing crazy damage, and I don't think we were really doing much damage with ours. You know, it's a level 77 bow, and it just wasn't really doing the job. Like, and I think that's because, you know, it's just not designed for that type of use. It's designed for crowds of smaller enemies, I think. So, you know, just like the vacuum tube bow, that's what it's designed for, not a single target, and not, you know, a sort of weak point that is sort of classed as structure. We would take higher damage from, you know, for example, the Obliterator does huge damage to structures. It will one-shot like any, you know, wall in the game. You know, not player-made walls, but, you know, there's just like these walls of the buildings. that type of weapon that has the same sort of feature, you know, that does pretty good damage to the weak point and to, like, you know, Storm King in certain scenarios, that type of thing. So yeah, I think it was a good experiment. I think it's a fun bow to use, and I'd love to test it out in some missions going forward now that we have it. So that's another great reason to run this, you know, mini quest line for Hunt the Titan. It gives you a bow, and then we get a hero as well. Sub-Zero Zenith we get, which is, I can't remember exactly the perk. It's a very good perk though. It's to do with, I think, sniper crits, freeze enemies in place, something like that. Yeah, something to do with, well, he's a cold Eskimo type guy, isn't he? So he's got that type of vibe. So that's what the perk links in with. But yeah, our going commando there did a lot more damage than the bow did. But as I say, we can use it for regular enemies, which we'll try doing the final boss fight, because, well, the final boss fight won't be his weak spot either. It'll just be him in general, which is what we've got coming up here. So we can do that wherever abouts it is. The bow will probably favour us a little bit more there. And then obviously, if we get crowded, we can use the bow to sort of deal with those. Which, you know, again, I am quite disappointed in the damage of the affliction that it applies. Like if I do it here, obviously it kills the main enemy in one, and then, well, actually they do be dying. Like, oh, I think, yeah, it's actually not bad. I think maybe all I was seeing was just the delay, and I just wasn't seeing them dying. We definitely saw it there. Oh, well, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, that's basically it. Time for the final fight. Everyone's here. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, son. Yeah, the bow's not doing huge numbers to him, so that's fine. I will instead just walk towards him with my minigun out and spray him to death with that. That'll do pretty well. He has teleported, or is he dead? He is dead. Okay, he got deleted. Can we get that bit of silver? Whoa, yeah, nice. Well, there you go. We've got a little test case of the flame bow, and we got 2 missions back to back very quickly. So, you know, a nice little 250 there, guys. So, you know, if you enjoyed, please do let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys. Any feedback, positive or negative, you know, I'm always open to criticism. I want to improve the videos so that they're more entertaining and educational for you guys. So, please do let me know. I just want to play this so I don't have to listen to that guy's dance. I hate the floss. So yeah, thanks for watching. Just really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, because we've got plenty of videos on the channel already and so many more to come. We've got so many planned. I just need the time. I need to take a year off work and just somehow live off that. But yeah, thanks for watching so much, and I hope you have a good rest of the day, really. And yeah, that's about it. Hope to see you in a future video, I guess. Cheers.